right. Leonard Fletcher would be number
He's
5.
from Cleveland too.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's from
He
Cleveland. He
went
went
to
to
John
John Carroll.
Carroll.
I don't know if he's
Oh,
from
okay.
Cleveland, though. I'll be do top 5 defensive ends. And this one may be difficult because, everybody looks at defensive ends usually because they sacks. So there's a lot of guys that, are key at that position but don't necessarily get a lot of sacks. So it's hard to, it's hard to determine that position. But we'll start with, actually, I didn't start yet. So I'll start with mine on this one. At number 5, I have Mario Williams, a defensive end. His numbers are a little bit down this year, but he's still putting up decent numbers. Number 4, I have Robert Mathis. He gets him and Freeney complement each other so well, and of course I had to go to Freeney number 3. It's just sick how they got both of them cats. Number 2, I went with Elvis Dumerville. He's just having an outstanding year. I thought he was, earlier year he had the way he had 6 sacks against the Browns.
Yeah, something like that.
So I just figured it was because of the Browns.
Yeah.
But then he kept doing it. He lead the league in sacks right now. And then number 1, I got Jared Allen. I just think he's the
Best all around.
best all around defensive end right now.
Yeah, I had to. With my list, I got number 5. I got Dwight Freeney. He has, I think he has maybe like 11 sacks or something like that. But he's almost kind of like all or nothing. It seemed like this year. He doesn't have a really whole lot of tackles.
Yeah, I think because of his injuries.
Yeah, that too. And Julius Peppers, he's having a strong year than he had last year. I got him at number 4. Mario Williams, I got at number 3. His sack numbers are kind of low, but he's pretty good against the run as well. So I think he's a better all-around defensive end than Peppers at this point. And number 2, I got Elvis Dumerville. He's been getting it done this year. He leads the league in sacks. And number 1, like Ennis mentioned before, Jared Allen. I think he's just the best overall defensive end in the league right now.
Funny thing is, I didn't even look at your list, and my list is exactly the same as yours. I got Williams at 5, Mathis at 4, Freeney at 3, Dumerville at 2, and Jared Allen at 1. And most importantly, because of all of the attention that he gets. Regardless of how well teams might game plan against him, it's like just because the fact they're using 2, sometimes 3 people to block him. It shows how much he impacts the game. So Jared Allen number 1.
All right, so I guess it's unanimous here. Number 1 is Jared Allen. Number 2 is Dumerville. 3 is Freeney. 4 is Mathis, and 5 is Mario Williams. But Peppers would make it.
Oh,
So
I think because Marcus and his Panthers be getting at him so much.
So yeah, Peppers on there. Peppers, he top 5 got to be no more. He just ain't the same player he used to be.
You don't got him on because he went to North Carolina.
I don't care about North Carolina football. That's just basketball.
Oh, okay.
No, seriously, he just ain't the same player. I think part of that is what happened in the offseason. They keep franchising and he wants to go to different teams. I just don't think he has that same intensity. I don't think he cares anymore like he used to. So that's one of the reasons why he's not up here. All right, well, that concludes our this section for our top 5 players. Like I said, it's going to be the section on the website for everybody else to submit their top 5s. That should be pretty much ready tomorrow. The trivia section will be the part that we had from last week. We're going to carry over again to this week. I don't remember what those questions were, so I was hoping you had.
Okay. Those 2 questions. The first question was what player holds the NFL career record for most yards gained, and to break down those yards in terms of how many he's passed, he's received, he's rushed, and returned. All right, so name the player who has the NFL career record for most yards gained, and then break down how many passing, receiving, return, and rushing yards he has. Second question, name the player who in 1961 led the NFL in all-purpose yards, and then break down what he did rushing receiving, and returning.
Gee, it's like that's a question on the McCullough exam.
Yeah, once they figure out who the player is, because I mean, if you're a football fan, you should know who it is for the first one, and then by the year, since it's back in 1961, and there's very few guys who are doing everything, and you'll have an idea. Then it's just a matter of finding the stats.
You ever make any movies?
I ain't gonna say.
All right, well, that concludes the trivia section. Before we conclude the show, anybody else got anything they want to quickly talk about regarding NFL? Any other topics?
Did y'all see that dunk Corey Brewer did on Derek Fisher?
What about that movie last Saturday? The U?
What? Huh?
The U?
Oh yeah.
What about me? What about me?
Anybody see that? The movie The U? The ESPN 30 movie? Anybody check that out? I thought it was pretty interesting.
All right, it's cut. Don't nobody want to know about no you.
All right. Well, that concludes our show for this week. We want to thank everybody for coming out. And with the playoffs coming out, I think next week we're going to do a little playoff preview for the Pick'ems. Because things kind of change up a little bit come playoff time. The real people step up and other people, tend to fade away. But thank you for coming out, and we'll see you next week.